I've always been concerned of what I was putting in my body, and I was just thinking about the food going in my body. I really never gave it much thought of how the food leaves my body, and that's made all the difference. And how the way food is digested and the time it takes to be digested, it makes all the difference in the world. When you think about foods, they're broken up into groups. Foods are fruits and vegetables, starches, proteins. Yeah, that covers everything. It takes 1 to 1.5 hours to digest fruits and vegetables, 3 to 5 hours to digest starches, and 4 to 6 hours to digest protein. Give you an example. You ever had a real big breakfast and got sleepy? Let's say one consisting of eggs, ham, cheese, potatoes, and the works. That's not by accident. Those foods are mostly protein and starches, and they require about 4 to 6 hours to digest. And if you have it early in the morning, your body's working more. Actually, your body's spending 30% of its energy supply to digest those foods. I recommend eating fruits and vegetables or drinking green juice in the morning, since they require less time and energy to digest. Green juice may be a combination of fruits and veggies, or it may be 100% veggie. Green juice ingredients may be 100% crispy greens, or just crisp green vegetables, or a rainbow of colors. Your lunch could be vegetables. You can have a salad or a vegetable soup, or green juice, or a green smoothie. As an afternoon snack, have a 24-ounce green juice to hold you up until dinner. For dinner, legumes, beans, anything like that with a spinach salad would hit the spot. Still hungry? Wash it down with a green juice. The food exit strategy suggests you eat foods you can digest quickly during the day to keep you energized, while leaving slower digestible foods for dinner. This way they can be digested while you sleep. Focusing on the exit strategy, that was news to me, but you know, I see the logic. But also something that came to my attention was proper food mixing. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but I want you to look into it. It's called proper food mixing. What I want to do is I want to give you a simple example so you can see how it can affect you. Some food lose all their nutritious value, their nutritional value, when they're mixed with other foods. An orange by itself is an excellent source of vitamin C and very delicious. Eating that same orange after you have a steak dinner is a different story. Steak is meat, and meat's a protein. Our body digests proteins usually takes 4 to 6 hours. The orange only needs 1 hour to be digested. Because you had the meat first, or the protein first, the orange will be in your stomach 5 more hours than it needs to be. By itself, this is really no big deal. But not being aware can lead to auto-intoxication. In the past, I would eat something and that would be the end of it. I would stop thinking about it. But becoming aware of auto-intoxication was an eye-opener, and I said, this is something that I'm curious about. I want to share with you the things that I found out, and it's something that you should look into. Auto-intoxication is the self-poisoning resulting from the absorption of waste products of metabolism, decomposed internal matter, or other toxins produced within the body. Auto-intoxication affects the pH balance of our body and is the root cause of many human diseases. Our bodies have to be alkalized to minimize acidity. Too much acidity, things that make our system acidy, which can become a dangerous condition that weakens all our body system, is very common today. It gives rise to an internal environment conducive to disease, as opposed to a pH balanced environment which allows normal body function necessary for the body to resist disease. A healthy body maintains adequate alkaline reserves to meet emergency demands. When excess acids must be neutralized, our alkaline reserves are depleted, leaving the body in a weakened condition. A pH-balanced diet, according to many experts, is a vital key to healthy maintenance. Spending Thanksgiving with a meat-eating Latino family, the first year that you become vegan, is quite an experience. And the type of questions that are asked are funny, but at the same time my family is very supportive and they understand why I do what I do. One of my cousins asked me, where do I get my amino acids since I'm not consuming proteins? I told them I get my amino acids from juicing green vegetables, from legumes, sprouted, or beans, nuts, or spirulina. I told them about my diet. I don't count calories at all. I only focus on my food exit strategy. I eat foods which our body digests within an hour to an hour and a half to start the day. Usually that's green juice, fruits, vegetables, and for the most part, no fruits after 12 noon. Green salad for lunch, usually with avocado, balsamic vinegar, and pressed olive oil. Maybe a little onion, some tomatoes. I switch up. I make my own dressing, ginger dressing. I buy a green juice if I'm hungry before dinner. And since proteins usually take 4 to 6 hours to digest, that's the time I have my proteins, my beans, my legumes, my vegetable soups. I have that at nighttime. And if after that, let's say after eating, I feel that I'm still a little hungry, I treat myself to some walnuts, almonds, pistachios, and that's about it. I figure I can consume the protein later on, and foods that takes more time to digest because I'm about to go to bed and I usually sleep from 6 to 8 hours.